Good morning, my crafty friends. Sparkle here. Today we are going to be making some marvelous Matchbox miniatures. I know this might not be a new concept to some of you. I've revisited this in the past, and I just wanted to show you some of my favorite little Matchbox creations. So today we will be making a birdhouse. It's got a little drawer that opens up. You can put little tucks in there. This is my little shadow box. I just tied it with a ribbon. And this is just a little window box. So, and this is just a standard box as it is. This is a like for fall. So what you're going to need is some little matchstick boxes. I got these at the Dollar Tree. I know they have them at Walmart, the hardware stores. You can find them all over. They do have matches in them, obviously. I took mine out, put them in a bag with some water, and then I took the water out and then I tossed them. You can use them like if you have campfires, stick them in a jar, but you know, they're hazardous and I know how to store them, so that's what I did. But if you have use for them, that's great. So let's start with our birdhouse. So for that, you need a box, and I just took some scrap paper and I measured it the length of the box. Okay, and it doesn't matter how big or short it is because you're gonna wrap it. So for the birdhouse, we're just going to decide what pattern we want, and you're simply going to wrap your paper, and I try to crease where the seams are. So you're just wrapping it around towards the back. Okay. Yeah, and then I just get these creases real good. And then when you get it where you want it, you can just cut. Okay. So that's going to be in the back. So then I like to make sure it's all creased real well. That helps it stick. And I might at this time ink my seams. So if you didn't have a longer piece, this piece is about 4¼ 4½. So if you just have a scrap this big, 4½ by 2 2⅛, that would work. So they're just pretend it's a little canvas, and you just want to glue it down. So I'm gonna put glue on my box. And just to fix it real good. Okay. Now, if this is all you wanted to do to get a box like this, you could just decorate it. Okay. We'll just let this sit for a minute. to dry. For the window one, I drew a rectangle on the front, the back front. So after I cover it, I'll be able to cut that out. So again, we'll just put it on a base. I opened the side on this one so I could draw on the front. So we're just going to cover our box. This one we're going to do this way. So let's see how that's going to look. Yeah, that'll be good. So okay. So again, you got your piece. And we'll ink this one up. Okay. So back to our birdhouse. So what I found that if you had a 1/2 inch punch, make sure it's the top, you can put it in and eyeball it and make your little hole. Okay? So then for the roof, I just took a piece of paper that's about 3.5 inches. I had corrugated paper. I want to ink this up a little bit. Okay, and I just roughly tore it so it looked a little rough. I folded it in half, and then this one here, I just folded the edge down on top here. So we're going to make a little peak. But once I got one side, I went over here and I just folded this up. So there's your little frame. And then you just have to glue the sides down here. And that's okay if your paper's a little short. You can put something decorative up there to cover it. So there you have a little birdhouse. Okay? Now, I put some bling and some elements on it. I found this little bird from images from Shabby Dabby Doodah. This is a great way to use up some little things that you might have. Should have had them cut out. But anyway, cut them out. I'm going to pop them up on some pop dots. And then you could add whatever kind of trim you want to decorate, which I won't do on camera, but I'll show you the thumbnail. The finished thumbnail will be my completed projects. So I'm just going to pop him up here on some pop dots. And I will get a word from, the words I'm using today are from My Porch Prints. There's dictionary words and there's these little inspirational words. And I'll just put well, it could be family because he's probably looking for his family. So he could be with them right now. All right. So put this little embellishment on, and then I'll decorate them later, like I said, off camera. So then back to, we were going to be doing, which one is this? Okay. All over the place. Okay, so this is our little shadow box. So I inked my paper, and I have it ready to go. And I already have my rectangle traced. So I'm going to basically just glue my paper on this way. On my sample there, I had the box cut and then I put my paper on, and I didn't like the way that looked. So easier to cut it this way. So basically your paper's on. Let's burnish that real good. You don't want it to come off. And make sure your edges are all, hold it down nice. Okay. So then you want to cut this out. I'm going to try using a ruler and my X-Acto knife. Some people are really good with these knives. I have issues with them. But we're going to give it a try. And it didn't go through. So let me try my other little gyro tool. I don't have any strength in my hands. That's my problem. I've had many, many hand surgeries. So some things are more of a challenge, but I'm going to give it my best. Plus you're going through 2 layers, okay, because you're going through the paper layer as well. So not too shabby. That'll work for sparkle. So got to cut this overhang off here. And then this one has to get glued onto itself there. Let's put my base in, make sure my base is going to fit first. So yeah, this could have gone over a little bit more, but it's going to be okay because I'll cover it with some beads. Okay. So let's get some glue in here. So you want the box to fill out. You don't want to put it on the box, just on the paper. I have my rag here. Just want to make sure it's secured there. Okay. So maybe because my box is a little bit crooked, I'll do it this way. So I'll use that as my canvas. So let's put just some of these Dollar Tree little, oh, these are yellow. Let's see if I can find silver. Okay. So we're just going to frame our little opening. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it takes a few minutes for this to dry. Put the wrong one down. Okay. Over here. Two, 4, 5. So I'll have, after today, I think I have one more Dollar Tree craft that I can show you. And like I said, the Matchbox design is not my idea, but what I did with them is. So let's see what we're going to put in this box. You could decorate the whole box, but I thought some of these little domino ladies looked cute in here. So let's just put a little base in there. And then we'll find a lady that will look pretty in there. These are domino ladies, and I got them on the internet off of Pinterest, so you'll have to scour around Pinterest. There's lots of goodies out there. I just have them in my folder, so I fortunately don't have the exact link where I found them. But if you do Domino Ladies, you should be able to find them. So let's pop these up. And we'll put that right in there. So when you slide her in there, it's like a little shadow box. And we'll put something off here to offset that. We can just take one of our little butterflies. The butterflies are either from Shabby Dabby or different places have butterflies out there. Again, you could just Google them. So just set that off there. And we'll just take one of our words. And like I said, you can make them as detailed as you want. We're just going for technique right now. So there you have her, okay? And if you wanted to, you would just punch a hole here with a hole puncher or a pokey tool or something like that, and then you could put some ribbon or tie in there. This one I put a brad. There's a little brad in there. Okay, and then the last one that I wanted to show you was this little open box. So for this one, I just gently opened the side of the Matchbox cover, okay? And we're just going to cover this like we did the other two. So just get it all on there. Get your sides down. Okay, so you got it all burnished down pretty good. And then if you want to ink it now, okay. And then this one is going to sorry about that. So this whole box has to get glued down now. This has to get glued to here. I think we don't need this. So we're going to glue the bottom of the box. And set it in. Set it here. And then we also have to glue the sides. So you want to let that set for a little bit. And this side has to be glued also. Let's put it over here. So we're just securing it. This one looks a little I don't know why I did that. It looked like it was uneven, but I just cut the box. But that's okay. And just trim up anything that needs to be trimmed. Ink it real good on the edges here. You can cut little strips of paper too and put them on the side here. Okay. I'm just eyeballing. You could do that on the other ones too if you want. Just so there's some color. So for these, you could put a little piece inside. And then I took some of these dictionary words from My Porch Prince and I just put that on here. Because in this you can put some little stamps and things. Whatever you want to put in here. Then for the cover, I used some of these ladies and I put one on here. And for this one, I just took some of my dyed seam binding and just crinkled a little piece up here. Cut it off a little bit. And we can put some little bling on there. And we can get one of our little words. Friends. And then I just took another piece of that ribbon, seam binding, and I'm just gonna make a little tie off to the side here. So, there you have it. There you have it. 3 little lovelies that you can play with. Okay? Then, once you get the basics down, you could just do something like this. I did these for fall last year, little favors. They open up. I put a little string in them. And I just put some Dollar Tree bling on them, some stickers, popped everything up. And then for those of you that are preparing for the holidays, I have some suitcases that are all packed and ready to go. So this is just 2 Matchboxes glued together and wrapped the same way. I added some little stickers and decorated the insides of the box. Got a little bling here. Cut a strip and bent it for a handle. Put a little bulb clip and a little tag. These are the smaller versions, and they're just like we did with the birdhouse and everything else before you did a cutout. Here's another Christmas one, and then here's a Christmas pull-out. I just put a charm here, and you can put your goodies in there. So you see, once you get the technique down, it has a lot of versatility. So I'll finish decorating these and off camera, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!